Greetings, gentlemen. Please have a seat. Have a seat. It's good to see the two of you again. No. Remember what we spoke about during the telephone conversation. You can whisper, or you can speak softly, like I'm doing. However, under no circumstances are you to shout or speak loudly or even speak in a normal tone of voice. No, none of that. So please, the two of you can whisper or speak softly. Now, let us begin. I'm assuming that the two of you gentlemen looked very closely at the packet that I sent each of you. Well, yes, I made sure not to include any incriminating evidence of what I've been doing over the past 25 years. But, as I said, I trust that you looked over all the articles, the documents of the missing persons. You did. All right. Well, as you gentlemen know, you showed a great deal of interest in the legend of the Spider Lady. Well, the legend is true. Oh, I'm sure you have questions. Please, go ahead, one at a time. Let's start with you. No, I'm listening, please. Go on. Well, here's the thing. I don't have all of the answers, but I do have the most important ones. Like I said, the Spider Lady is real. And she has been around, according to her, for thousands of years. Apparently, their species ages very, very, very slowly. The thing is, it's been several hundreds of years since she has encountered one of her own kind. Well, I don't know if she's the last of her kind, or maybe there might be one or two others, but suffice it to say, very rare, extremely rare. Right now, for the past couple of hundreds of years, she has been mostly in survival mode. Yes. That's unfortunate, but that's how it has to be. Now, this particular industrial underground basement filled with pipes that sometimes leak, there is a tunnel that goes from this basement into a network of other tunnels. And, well, she tends to travel all around the state. Yes, the state, from these tunnels. Apparently, they are very vast and interconnected, and apparently there is no one left alive who knows about them, except me and now the two of you. Yes. Well, as I said, She is currently in survival mode. And it's quite simple. For over 2 decades, I've been bringing people down here at certain intervals. How do I communicate with her? Don't worry about that. I'll explain it later. However, at certain times, I do bring people down here. Honestly, usually right around the first Tuesday of the month. And then, well, if she gets hungry, she lets me know. However, oftentimes the first Tuesday of the month is usually enough for her. But sometimes she does get a bit hungry. As I said, how I communicate with her, I'll explain that later. But definitely the first Tuesday of every month, which has just recently gone by. So it's simple. I find people, random people, usually through the homeless shelter I work at. Well, unfortunately, gentlemen, it's not like I can just take random people off the street, random people who have family, friends, people who will miss them, people who will come calling, people who will contact the local sheriff. The two of you need to understand something. The rumors that certain people in town know about her, yeah, that's BS. I know about her, the two of you now know about her, and that's it. Secrecy is extremely important. That's why I chose the two of you. You know how to keep your mouths shut. You know how to keep secrets. Now, does it bother me that I bring her people from the homeless shelter that I run? Yes, it does. But here's the thing, gentlemen. Here is the most important thing. I only bring her individuals who are lost causes. Absolutely lost. Can't be helped. Like there's less than 0.5% chance of them turning their lives around. And a lot of them have expressed an interest of wanting to die, but just not having what it takes to take their own life. I mean, that's the sad reality. What the Spider Lady gives them is a quick, painless death. They're gone. Their bodies are empty shells. She can then devour them. Okay, honestly, no, that's not how it works. I don't lure rich people down here or to one of our specific caves. She ends their existence and I loot their bodies or I loot their cars. No. Gentlemen, that is not how it works. And how long would something like that work? Until a rich family member noticed, oh, there's this pawn shop over here that has my brother's ring. Yes, he went missing. Time to call the police. Let me make this very clear, gentlemen. When an average person goes missing and a family member goes to the police, who do they get? They get a police officer who takes a report. If they're lucky, they get a rookie detective or one close to retirement age who may or may not be drunk off his backside. Rich people? Oh, when rich people report someone missing, they get the police chief. Depending on how rich they are, they get the police commissioner. Do you gentlemen think that for one moment that's how it works? It doesn't. No. So how does it work? Okay, that's a fair question. I don't know where she gets them from, but the spider lady has a very large treasure that she keeps hidden. She keeps it secret. I don't even know where it is, and I'm just smart enough not to go looking for it. Not to go looking for it. The last thing you want to do is anger her and tick her off. I mean, yes, I've heard the rumors, and I didn't start them, but I've heard the rumor. Well, the specific rumor that I didn't start is that she's somehow able to turn human bones, to crush them in her hands, to digest them, and somehow turn them into chunks of actual gold. Now, I don't believe that for a second. I think many hundreds of years ago, the spider lady stumbled onto a huge deposit of gold ore, and she's able to take that rich, beautiful chunks of gold, ore, and nuggets and easily remove them. That is how she pays me, in gold. Not gold coins that can easily be traced, just gold. Yes, I tell people I have a minor mining operation, but I'm very careful. I've told very few people that. And so I take what she gives me, I sell it, I take the money, and I bought myself a nice little mansion. I bought myself a couple of lovely cars, and which is probably stupid because I don't have a family, I don't have kids. And I also purchased the building and the land that the homeless shelter sits on. That's all mine. I run it. It's a nonprofit. And honestly, yeah, it bothers me that I have to take people from there and bring them to her as meals. But again, these are absolute lost causes. There was an individual who showed up last year. I'll never forget him. He showed up drunk. He made a scene. We calmed him down, and then he got violent again. We had to kick him out, but we gave him one of our cards. It was right around when winter was coming. Well, he showed back up the next day and said, listen, can I wash some dishes or do something? Please, I need a place to sleep. I don't want to freeze to death. And honestly, even when he came back, he was still drunk. I sat down with him. He told me his story. And it was clear to me that he wanted to die. But he just couldn't do it. Not by himself. The guy had nothing to live for. No one to live for. Not even himself. The guy hated himself. He hated the things he did as a younger man. The guy barely had $1 to his name in his pocket. And of course, he was a drunk. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. The spider lady, she likes it if her meal is a bit inebriated. Apparently, alcohol to her makes human flesh taste better. But honestly, gentlemen, I've also done some good through the homeless shelter. We've gotten people in touch with their families. We've gotten them jobs in the neighborhood. We've had some of our residents go off and live productive lives. The homeless shelter has helped people, the ones we could help. Unfortunately, there's many we can't. So I feed them to her. She's satisfied. She gives me gold. I trade in that gold for money and I put it back into the homeless shelter. I keep some of it. I go enjoy myself. And that's how it is. And ironically, yes, I'm able to take luxury trips and enjoy myself, but only a couple of weeks at a time, just in case she gets hungry again. But there are some people who've spent their entire lives and they can't even remember the last time they had a vacation. So a couple of weeks luxury vacation, hey. And most of the time I just run the homeless shelter. I have accountants, I have people running it. We're a nonprofit charity. We make sure to dot our P's and Q's and, well, mostly our I's if we're dotting them. But here's the thing, gentlemen. It is very important to keep her fed. I'm going to retire soon. I'm getting too old for this. She has allowed me to retire as long as I find a replacement or two. She prefers two. Normally she has two, but this last time around, it's just been me for the last 2+ decades. So that's why you gentlemen are here, for me to interview you. What does she look like? Well, you gentlemen saw the description I left in the packets, right? Okay. Now, let us just wait. What did you say? Oh, and you're agreeing with him. Okay. Now, see, you really shouldn't have said that. There's a reason why I said whisper or soft-spoken only. She has extremely sensitive hearing, And by the way, she's been at the end of that tunnel, listening in on this entire conversation. I can't believe you said she was ugly, and then you agreed with him. Oh, gentlemen, I'm sorry. I don't think this is going to work out. No. No, the two of you have failed the interview. And even though she ate fairly recently and isn't all that hungry, yeah, I'm afraid she's going to severely punish and brutalize both of you for calling her ugly. I did not describe her as ugly in the packets I sent the two of you. The two of you seem scared. You should be. Gentlemen, if you want to start running, go ahead. Honestly, though, you're not gonna make it.